Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you're coming on live, I want you to please hit that like button, hit that share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know. Prophet Ramon, the squad, we are live right here on the Ramon Preston Show in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Today is Wednesday, W-I-N-S Day. I believe it's March the 30th, 2022. We are live. What an extraordinary week we have had. And today on the show, I've got something very important that I want to share with you. Our discussion is going to be centered around three keys to consistent success in your business. See, it's one thing to create like moments of success in your business as an entrepreneur. So if you're a go-getter, if you're a grinder, if you're a hustler, if you work, if you do anything to generate revenue, you know you can have win streaks here or there. You can make a little money, you could get the bag, you could see some success incrementally. But when you can consistently succeed by making more money, by creating more opportunities, by serving more customers and clients, by getting the bag and increasing your income, when you can consistently create that success, that's what gives you the leverage and the flexibility and the freedom to do the things that you wish to do for you and your family. And so today I'll be talking to you about the three keys to consistent success in business. But here's what I need you to do. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to share the video, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and please put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from, who you represent, what city, what squad you representing. I'm in Buckhead, Atlanta. I don't know where you at. I was just in South Florida in the M-I and the A, the 305. I was in Miami for 6 days, just got back yesterday, flew in, and what an extraordinary opportunity it was for me to be in the rooms with millionaires, multimillionaires, hectomillionaires, billionaires, multi-billionaires, and everybody in between who were there to really get the information that they needed to scale their companies and their organizations to the next level. So I'm super excited today. I am just amazed at what we as people are able to accomplish. I've watched the people that are in my ecosystem, people that are in my tribe, people that are in my community, and just to see that when you're able to match skill set with your mindset, you can accomplish anything. Did you just hear what I said? When you can match skill set with mindset, most of us have the mindset we want to be blessed. We want to be successful. We want to build big businesses. We want to do our own thing. We want to get the bag. We want to be wealthy. We have the mindsets. It's just that a lot of us don't have the skill sets. And one of the things that I do as a business consultant is I want to help entrepreneurs and small business owners develop the skill sets to complement their mindsets. I'm talking about making sure that your company is structured correctly, making sure that you filed and formed your paperwork correctly, making sure that you've integrated the right systems and processes for your business. This is essential, and this is a lot of what I'll be talking about today. So welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you don't know, now you know. I'm your host, Ramon Preston. Every Monday through Friday, right here on the Ramon Preston Show, we come to you live, and the information that we share with you every day, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, is information that is designed to help you properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. And everything that I share with you, everything that I teach you, everything that I discuss with you is, first of all, a reflection of who I am. If I did not build a seven-figure business, if I was not in the success position that I am in, I wouldn't even be talking about the stuff that I'm talking about. So I know it works. I have a conviction and a passion behind it. I just don't like capping and faking it for social media to act like I'm somebody I ain't. You know, a lot of people talk about the things that they want you to do but they've never done the things that they want you to do. I just don't live by those principles. I'm a realist, and I keep it 100 with the people that I'm called to serve. But all the information we share with you is also an extension of our organizational enterprise, whether it's our consulting division, our coaching division, or our training division. Maybe it's all of the above. Many of you that watch the show on a daily basis, you're somewhere in our ecosystem. You may be a student on our university training platform. You may have access to our Millionaire Blueprint, so you're learning a lot about financial literacy, business ownership, entrepreneurship, real estate investing, family, wealth building. Maybe you are a coaching client, you're in our one-year coaching program. You might be in our Millionaire Mentorship program. We have people who are licensees who are being trained to become certified coaches and consultants. They have licenses and authorization to sell and to monetize the products and services and programs that we have produced. They're able to use our curriculum and our material. We're getting ready to introduce a new program called the Business Incubator, and it's really my team and I as consultants taking the core competencies of what we do to serve clients on a consulting level, and we're packaging it in a program to give our clients enough time. That's why we call it the Business Incubator. We're giving our clients enough time to make sure that once you start your business, once you get your holding company established or your operating LLC established, once you figure out what type of divisions you have or if you need subsidiaries, once that's done, once you get your EIN and your articles of organization, once you get your logo, your domain name, once you got all this startup stuff done, then you need time to work on your systems and your processes. This is where most businesses glitch, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. So please put in the comments what city you're watching me from. I would love to know. Our community would love to know. And I'm gonna talk to you today about the 3 keys to consistent success in business. So here's where I wanna start. I want to start here. I think this is a good place to start. First of all, which by the way, for those of you that are watching us live, and we're streaming live from YouTube or Facebook or anywhere that you are watching us streaming, if I keep looking down, number one, I'm looking down because we have our Instagram live going. So I want to give a shout out to all of you that are on Instagram live. But I'm also looking at some of my notes I wrote down, because y'all know I could go to ranting and, you know, giving my little spiels of everything that I think I know, and I can forget what I'm supposed to be focusing on. So please pardon me if I got too much energy today. But I want you to really listen to some of the things that I'm gonna be sharing with you, because I have a few statistics, a few studies and surveys that are commonplace. Like, you can literally Google the stuff that I'm talking to you about when it comes to the statistics, the studies and surveys, and you can find it. So we want to focus on how do we become consistently successful in our business. I think everybody wants to know how to become consistently successful, because again, we don't want you to be a one and done. We don't want you to be no one-hit wonder. We don't want you to just knock it out the park one time and then it takes you three more years to figure out how to knock it out the park another time. See, when my wife and I, when we started as a 2-person team, when we got married, we didn't have all this information. We didn't know about infrastructures and systems and processes. We didn't know none of that stuff. And my wife really wasn't concerned about any of it anyway. My wife was the real estate agent. I was like Mr. Fix-It. We came together as a 2-person team, and we said we was just gonna figure it out. Well, guess what? It took a whole lot of effort. It took a whole lot of time. It took a whole lot of money, a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And once I figured it out, I knew that I had to create a platform, and that platform needed to be something that the everyday entrepreneur, the everyday business startup owner had access to, in order to figure these things out that to some extent seemed to be impossible. I don't know how many times I reached moments where I was like, I'm just never gonna figure this out. It's just too complicated. It's too much to learn. It's too much to understand. I just don't see how these bigger businesses and these major corporations do what they do. And I'm just going to give up. I don't know how many times I've given up in my head, but every time I thought about giving up, every time I tried to check out and just walk away and drop out of it, I realized that, you know what? Number one, you ain't going to live with yourself if you don't figure it out. You're not going to live with yourself if you don't succeed and press through this. But the good thing, if or when you do it, Ramon, I used to have these self-talks to myself. If or when you do it, you're going to know what it took to get it done. And that is going to give you the motivation and the momentum you need to help other people. Because I know what it took for me to get to where I am, to be a millionaire mogul, to create a successful 7-figure organizational enterprise, to be in a position that I have put me and my family in, that we are financially free and we're continuing to grow, and we're still just as hungry today as we were 18 years ago when we first started this journey. I know most people will never fight through the things that just I had to fight through to get to where I am. And I'm not trying to make you think that I'm just this extraordinary, exceptional person. I'm just letting you know it's tough, because life happens, things happen. And when these things in life start happening, along with you trying to learn and do research and figure out all these nuances and complexities, a lot of times what suffers first is your business or your dreams. And so we're changing that narrative. We're changing that dynamic, because we're making it easier for you to figure these things out, to implement them and execute them, so you can get to your place of success. So let's talk about 3 keys to consistent success in your business. Here's how I want to start. I want to start out with a statistic. You already know this probably, but if you don't know, Google it and cross-reference what I'm about to say. 9, I really want you to hear this. 9 out of 10 businesses they fail. 9 out of 10 businesses fail. They fail within every 5-year cycle. Think about that. So I want you to just kind of get in your mind 10 businesses that you know. Now, again, we're not talking about like the major businesses that you might know. I'm not talking about like the Macy's of the world, or the JCPenney's, or the Kroger's and Publix's. We're not talking about these types of businesses. We're talking about like small businesses, okay? We're talking about small businesses, which, by the way, there are about 32 million of these, okay? There are about 32 million of these. So within 5 years, 9 out of 10 of the small businesses that you see in existence today, within the next 5 years, statistically, there have been studies and surveys that have been done, and it's been consistently holding true. Within the next 5 years, 9 out of the 10 small businesses that exist, that is about 25 million of the 32 million businesses that exist, they will not exist. They call this cyclical. So what that means is 5 years from now, we may still have about 32 million businesses. 5 years from now, we may still have a lot of businesses that are existing. But what these statistics show is within the next 5 years, there will be cycles where new businesses will be started, but 9 out of the 10 businesses that exist from year 1 to year 5, I want you to see how that works, because some people are like, wow, how will 9 out of 10 businesses fail? Well, the reason why 9 out of the 10 businesses will fail is because from year 1 to year 5, 25 million of these 32 million businesses will fail, but each year there will be just as many new businesses started. So every 5 years you got this cyclical process going on where 25 million of the 32 million will drop out, but then 25 million new businesses will step up, if that makes sense to you. Now, why is this important? Here is why this is important. I want you to get this, because this is going to speak to the 3 keys to consistent success in your business. Well, in order for you to work these 3 keys to consistent success, you have to know the truth behind business ownership. So think about it. If you're going into business, or if you're in business and you're still within that 5-year window, you have a 9 out of 10 chance to fail. And the truth is, if you're not making money in your business, if all you do is just file your annual report every year, you pay your Secretary of State fees, and you keep your bank account open, and you keep your website active, that doesn't mean your business is succeeding. It just means that you're keeping it open and functioning and active, but it's not generating revenue. The success and failure of your business, it depends on the revenue of your business, because your revenue is your lifeblood. So if 9 out of the 10 businesses that are in existence today, small businesses, if they won't be in existence within 5 years, even though there will be new businesses that are started, then we want to prevent the likelihood of failure. I don't think no entrepreneur starts a business and says to themselves, yeah, I'm gonna just start this little gig and this business. I'm gonna go through all this trouble getting my LLC, getting my domain, getting a logo, dealing with fools who trying to take my money, and, you know, listening to crazy people who think they know what they're talking about and who are really not saying anything of value. No entrepreneur goes into business saying, oh, but I know I'm gonna fail. I know I'm just the 9 out of the 10 businesses that are gonna fail. And the truth is, a lot of people who think they're gonna be the exceptional 1 out of 10 fail, and it's because of certain things. And that's where these 3 keys are. Now let me show you how this works, because there are several reasons statistically why businesses fail, okay? I'm gonna give you the top 3, because we're gonna flip the script on these 3, because they're gonna become the keys to consistent success for us. So let me give you 3 of the top reasons why 9 out of 10 businesses will not exist every 5 years. All right, I'm gonna give you these 3 top reasons, and I want you to write it down. Number 1, no demand for the products and services. And again, you can Google this stuff I'm saying, and you'll find this information. So statistically, there are organizations in the United States of America. The Small Business Administration will provide a lot of this information to you. There are bureaus and associations that gather data to help us understand business economics in the United States of America. And across the board, they unanimously say clearly that 9 out of 10 businesses fail every 5 years. So again, we're in 2022 right now, okay? So 5 years from now, in 2027, there will be millions of businesses that will fail, millions of businesses that will start. So it won't look like that many businesses failed, because that many businesses came up and started new, but we don't see the collateral damage. And they're also saying that one of the top reasons why 9 out of 10 businesses fail is, number 1, because there's no demand for the products and services. All right, I'll give you all 3 of the top reasons, and then we'll come back and show you how we have to flip it and turn these 3 reasons why businesses fail into 3 keys to consistent success in your business. Number 2, the second reason why 9 out of 10 businesses fail is because there's no sustainable support. I'll explain what that means to you. Number 2, no sustainable support. I really want you to write that down, okay? If you're taking notes, I want you to write it down. And if you have any questions, just feel free to drop the questions in the comments. I'll do my best to answer any of your questions if I can. If I can't, don't worry. We'll always get back to your questions and we'll answer them, okay? Someone just said on YouTube, your channel is a treasure trove of knowledge, Mr. Preston. It's a pity people would rather be entertained by the lifestyles of millionaires rather than learn to be millionaires. Much love from SA. I don't know if that's San Antonio, but thank you, my friend, for that beautiful comment. I appreciate you for following us and for subscribing and for getting the game that we're giving you. I give a lot of this game because it's a part of my calling. It's a part of my assignment. It's a part of my passion. And really, I just have so much empathy for people who want to be successful, especially in business, but just don't understand how difficult it is to really create consistent success. They don't understand the technical aspects of it. They may understand some of the motivational aspects of it, but they don't understand the technical aspects. So let me give you the third reason, and then we'll get back to some of the details. The third reason is because there's no working capital. So again, I'm not making this stuff up. I want you to understand that. I'm not making this stuff up. These are statistics, studies, and surveys that people, experts, people who are way smarter than me in the United States of America, bureaus and associations and companies have done to give us accurate data, to give us accurate numbers on what's happening with businesses in America. Most entrepreneurs who go get their LLC or their incorporation, or if you're a church or nonprofit, you get your 501c3, most people ain't looking at these numbers. And if they look at it, they may have this belief and this faith and this resilient tenacity to not even pay attention to it. Oh, I ain't gonna be one of the 10. Well, statistically, you are going to be if you do not know why 9 out of 10 businesses fail. I'm telling you why. At least 3 of the top reasons why. Number 1 is because there's no demand for the services and products and services. So that means when you start a business, if your business is not in demand, that means your products and services are really not needed. Now, why would there not be a demand for your products and services? So that means if you got a business today and you got things that you want to sell, if you're not selling them, let's talk about why you're not selling them. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. The second reason is because there's no sustainable support. So the entrepreneur don't have no support. Like, you can't even get your own family to support you these days. It's always been like that, honestly. But it's hard when you start a business and you trying to sell something. Even if you ain't got a business, if you join a network marketing company, or if you just got stuff that you doing on the side, you selling food on the side, or you selling t-shirts on the weekend, it's hard for you to get your family and friends to support that. So this is one of the top 3 reasons why small businesses fail. No sustainable support. And then the third reason is because there's no working capital. In other words, ain't no doggone money. Ain't nobody got no money. The owner broke. The owner tired of taking all their money that they making from their job and putting it in their business. Like, I consult a lot of business owners. And guess what? A lot of the business owners that I consult, the only reason their businesses got money is because they have to finance their business with their paycheck. So we want to change that. I'm changing that narrative with a lot of people I work with. So I know it can happen. So let's look at each of these. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let me erase 2 of them, and then we'll come back and we'll deal with all three of them so you can understand it. So if we're going to create consistent success in our business, we want to reverse, we want to flip the reasons why businesses are not successful, why they can't be consistent in making money and generating activity and having products and services sold in the marketplace. So here's the top reason. There's no demand for the products and services. All right, so how do we flip this? Well, we have to create a what? We have to create a demand for your products and services. So if you got a business, or if you're thinking about starting a business, now we got to make sure that we take a look at your products and services, which, by the way, this is all the stuff that I do with my clients. So if you happen to join one of my mentorship programs, our coaching program, or if you're a client of mine in our consulting division, this is one of the things that we're going to do. We're going to take a look at your products. We're going to take a look at your services. The truth is, even before we take a look at your products and services, we want to look at what are your ideas. This is how we started. So if you're someone and you like, I don't even know what I want to sell. I don't even know what ideas I got. I don't even know what my products and services are. Well, we want to take a look at your ideas. Like what ideas do you have about things? How do you see business? How do you see life? How do you see products and services? How do you see relationships? We want to filter that and flesh that out. We also want to look at your core competencies. So this is like the starter point. We want to look at your core competencies. Like, what are you really, really good at? Is it talking? Is it reading? Like, one of the things I realized I was good at early on in my entrepreneurial journey was I was good at talking. I was good at reading. I was good at processing information. I realized, man, I could read 10 books and I could gather the data from those 10 books and literally create a whole new book with different wording and everything. I realized I was extremely good at that. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know I had that gift. I didn't even know I had that talent or core competency. So we want to look at your ideas. We want to look at your core competencies. And we want to see how can we take your ideas, how can we take the things that you are just extremely good at, and how can we turn them into what? How can we turn them into products or services? Is there something here in your ideas? Is there something here in your core competencies that we can turn into a physical product or a physical service? All right, that's how we start filtering it and forming it. Now, we want to make sure that whatever the products and services are that you create, we want to make sure that there's a demand for it. So that means, is there a need? Do people need what you have or what you want to sell? Do people want? Is there a want? Because if we can create products and services that people need and or want, then we may have something to work with. I like to tell my clients, you should have a mixture of products and services. I love when we can create products and services. So let's say, for example, if you sell t-shirts, that's a product, right? Or if you sell mugs, that's a product. Or if you sell accessories, that's a product. Or if you sell hair care products or skin care products, or you sell clothes or shoes, or if you sell some type of devices, all of these physical, tangible products, I like to recommend to my clients that you attach certain services to those products. Not just the service of making sure that when they go to your website, it's easy to navigate and 1 or 2 clicks they can make the purchase. No, I want to make sure that there are certain services attached to this one physical product. It can be the service of follow-up with a free step-by-step tutorial on how to best use the product. You get what I'm saying? It could be a free webinar on something that is symbiotic to the product, meaning that I might not be showing you how to use the product, but the seminar or the webinar or the workshop or some event is actually symbiotic to the product. So it may be in a similar vein to the product. It may be in the ecosystem of that product. It may actually be a whole course. It may actually be certain coaching services or consulting services or just support services for the client. So that means you're going to have to start breaking down all the details of that product. So for example, if it's a certain product, what is the lifetime value of the product? Meaning that how long will this product last? So if you're selling like a bag of coffee, how long is that product going to last? Is it going to last a week? Is it going to last a month? If it's skincare, if it's a piece of apparel, how many washes before it wears out, right? So these are the things that you need to think about to see how can I take products, attach those products to services so that I can create this star product. What do you mean a star product? I call them signature products. And the reason why I call them signature products because they are hybrids. They are hybrids between products and services. So for example, I have a consulting division, I have a coaching division, and I have a training or education division. These are 3 legitimate divisions in our company that we provide for our clients on a day-to-day basis, right? We have people who are being educated and trained who have never been coached by us, who've never been consulted. We have people who have been consulted by us who've never been coached or trained. We have people who are being coached by us, they've never been consulted formally, and they may have never been trained formally. But then we have this signature program that becomes a hybrid of you get a little bit of consulting, you get a little bit of coaching, and you get a little bit of training, and you get a whole lot of all of those components, and it actually accelerates whatever it is that you're doing. So you don't have to choose, do I get a little consulting? Do I get coaching? Do I pay for both of them separately or separate training? No, you take this one signature program and say, if you get this, you're gonna get everything I got. And so now you're able to create this hybrid star program, and you're able to price it differently, and in most cases you can price it better, and now you're actually able to project and predict your revenue because you have something you can get behind and go all in with. It's going to help in your marketing, it's going to help in your sales, it's going to help in your communication and in your messaging. It's going to help in how you bring people on to help you, because you ain't got like 80 different SKUs that you're trying to get people to understand. You got a signature, and this is powerful. So this is what's going to help you create the demand. Now, if you do this, what's going to happen? Well, what's going to happen is this won't be one of your problems. And the truth is, most entrepreneurs start businesses, put a lot of money behind marketing, they start running ads, they start going to all these master classes, taking all these courses, and they don't even know what they actually have to sell. This would be by far the most important thing. What can I take to the market, put a dollar amount on, and exchange it with somebody in the marketplace? This is essential to your business success, all right? So we talked about the second thing, right? What was the second thing? The second thing, or the second reason, oh my God, I got so much going on these boards. The second reason why most businesses fail, 9 out of 10, what did we talk about? No sustainable support. No sustainable support. So I think we answered the first question, right? We solved the first problem. So the first problem 9 out of 10 businesses fail was what? No demand for the products and services. Well, how did we fix that? How did we correct that? We created a demand because we know we have a product and a service that people want or people need or both. We made sure that the products and services reflect our core competencies. I want it to reflect my core competencies. I want it to be a part of my passion, my assignment, my personality, who I am, because I want to be excited about getting behind it. I want to be sold on the product and service myself. I want to know that it works for me too. So it's easy for me to sell. And then I'm able to create a hybrid or some signature product or service that's made up of different components or elements so I can get behind it and go on a campaign to start generating enough revenue to make other moves. The second reason why 9 out of 10 businesses fail statistically is because there's no sustainable support. Now, what do you mean about support? Well, clients or customers, that could be customers, it doesn't necessarily have to be clients. So no sustainable support is you ain't got no customers, right? Also, you don't have any staff members. You don't have, it's just you. It's just you. Listen to this. 80% of businesses, that's 25 million small businesses in the United States of America today, 8 out of 10 businesses today only have one employee. And that one employee is typically the owner. Or if it's a couple, they're the only 2 employees. And most likely, they're either working jobs or one spouse is working and the other one is full-time so that the spouse can help finance what the other spouse is doing. 8 out of 10 businesses are like that. And why are they like that? Because they don't have what? No sustainable support. This is the second reason why these businesses fail. You cannot maintain consistent success if you're just doing it alone. Because you're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to expand, and it's only so much you're going to be able to do, right? So if you can't afford to hire people, it's not because you have a hiring problem. It's not because you can't find quality people. It's because the lack of sustainable support, whether it's of customers, clients, or staff, it comes from a lack of knowing how to build an infrastructure for systems and processes. This is where it comes in at. So the lack of support, the lack of sustainable support for most business owners, the reason why business owners don't have enough customers and clients, they don't have like a book of business, they don't have people who are eager to work for them, or you got a lot of people coming in and out because you don't have resources and you can't hire them full time, and you hire them to work 1 day a week and it don't work out and they late, and it just, you always got problems with people. Well, your people problems stem from your systems and processes problem. Okay, so you have a people problem because you also have a system and process problem. So let me give an example of what I mean when I say you have a system problem. Okay, so let's look at all the systems. Let's look at the sales system and process. Well, if you want to hire somebody to help you make money for your business and you don't have a sales system or a sales process, meaning that you don't even know how to talk to clients, you don't know what to say to them, you don't know how to, like overcome their objections, you don't know what your script should be, you just shooting from the hip, you just winging it every day, right? If you're doing that in your business and now you try to hire somebody to come in and say, hey, I want you to come help me because we need to make some money, but you're not helping them know what to do, what's going to happen? This person is going to check out because they like, you don't know what you're doing. And it's one thing to not know what you're doing and to know you don't know so you could get help. But for you to be a business owner, or for someone to be a business owner and to not know what they're doing. I mean, think about this. They don't know what they're doing, right? But instead of them accepting and acknowledging that they don't know what they're doing, they act like they know what they're doing when they don't know what they're doing. And now you never get any support, because the knowing is about you knowing that in order for people to come into your ecosystem, staff members, team members, clients, and customers, in order for them to come into your business ecosystem and remain there and stay there, you've got to have sustainable systems and processes. So think about your marketing. You want somebody to come in and fix all your problems. I talk to entrepreneurs that do this all the time. They want somebody to fix their problems, create the best content, run the best ads so that they can get an ROI of 1,000%. You listening to internet gurus who telling you we're going to just blow your business up. But what they might not be telling you is, even if they do their part on the marketing side, on the digital side, on the website side, on the SEO side, on the analytics side, on the landing page side, but you ain't got no sustainable support infrastructure to keep what's coming, and you don't have a minimum viable product and service that people want to buy because it's not in demand, you're not going to make money, meaning that it's not going to work. Then you blame the marketing person. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. They talked me out of $5,000 and they ain't do nothing for me. I ain't make no money back. It's really not their fault, because these digital marketers and these companies that are doing the things that they're doing, they actually know what they're doing. They know way more than you and I know as entrepreneurs. I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a go-getter, I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder. I know a whole lot of stuff about a whole lot of stuff, but guess what? I don't know what a lot of these experts know, okay? So that means you gotta bring them into your world, and you've got to get them to help you build systems and processes that actually work. What about your financial systems? I see this all the time. You ever go to a CPA and you ask the CPA, can you do my taxes for me and my business? And they say, yeah, bring me all your receipts, or, give me access to your QuickBooks account. And then they call you about 2 months later and say, hey, we got all your paperwork done. You're going to owe the IRS about $15,000. And you like, hold up, man. You cost me money. What you did, you messed up. No, I didn't do nothing for you or to you. I helped you. It's just that you did not have financial systems and process throughout the year so that you can maintain the integrity of your financial or revenue transactions. All right? Think about your operational systems. These are like the main systems too you need, and processes. Think about your operational systems. Now, when I say operational systems, I'm talking about how does your business operate? Do you know what everybody's role is? Do you know what your employees' responsibility is supposed to be? Because if you don't know these things and you bring people in to help you, whether they're subcontractors, whether they're freelancers, whether they're W-2 employees, 1099s, whether you outsource to virtual assistants, so forth and so on, you mad at the virtual assistant because they didn't do their job, and they like, you didn't give me a description of what this needs to be. So this is because you didn't have a what? An operational system and process. If your finances are crazy, you can't track how much money is coming in and going out and how much money is left and your projections for the next quarter, it's because you don't have financial systems and processes. If you're not marketing correctly, if you're not consistent, nobody can fix that for you. If you don't know how to talk to people that are prospects or who are inquiring about your products and services. You have a sales issue, but it's a system and process issue that you have to take responsibility for, because this is the second reason why 9 out of 10 businesses fail. Okay, let's get to the third one and then we'll slide on into home plate. As I said, the third reason 9 out of 10 businesses fail is because of no working capital. This is very popular for a lot of entrepreneurs, because I'm always hearing entrepreneurs say, oh man, I need a Duns and Bradstreet account because I need to get me a credit card for my business, right? I need a line of credit. I need a loan. I need somebody to invest in my business. Nobody's doing none of that. You know why? Because you don't have the first two situated. I truly believe if you figure out how to get the first two situated, meaning that if you create a minimum viable product and service that you know there's a demand for in the market, somebody needs it, somebody wants it, and you make it as good as you can to introduce it to the market and start selling it. And then you start building the right systems and processes, at least in the areas of your sales department, your marketing department, your financial department, and your operational department. It doesn't have to be massive and sophisticated. It can be just enough to make sure that there's some organizational structure to your systems and processes, so you can at least track what you're doing. You can see the daily details of what you're doing. If you do that, it's easier for you to get working capital. Number one, you're gonna have working capital because your business is actually gonna make money. Number two, it's gonna be easy for you to bring people in, and you can set certain revenue projections with these people, because now you have a product and a service that's making money. You sold one, so you proved that it can sell, and now you just got to go from selling one to selling 10, from 10 to selling 100, from 100 to selling 1,000, from 1,000 to selling 10,000, and all of a sudden you got this momentum, you got money, and you got the leverage and credibility of a sustainable business system that's actually making sense to you and to others to be able to get working capital. So I'm not saying not to get a loan if you're in a position to get a loan. I'm not saying not to use business credit cards if you're in a position to use business credit cards. I'm not saying not to leverage debt for your business when you're in a position to leverage debt. But what I'm saying is you can't skip to trying to figure out 3 and you haven't figured out 1 and 2. Because these same 3 reasons why 9 out of 10 businesses go out of business is the same keys to creating consistent success for your business. So if you know that you are having issues with your products and services, you might not be clear on them, you might not know how to price them, maybe you're a coach or consultant, you're trying to figure out what direction to go, maybe you have the number 2 issue. Maybe you don't have sustainable support. You're a solopreneur, you're doing it all on your own, you're the marketer, you're the CEO, you're the salesperson, you're the CFO, you're the operations director, you're the one calling people, doing contracts, you're doing everything. Trust me, I know what it feels like. I've been there. I've done all of it. I know exactly how it feels. Maybe you're dealing with number 3. You just don't have money. You don't have working capital. You don't even have enough to give yourself a window of wiggle room. Well, guess what? The programs that we use to serve our clients, we have a Millionaire Mentorship program. It's a 1-year program. Most of the clients that listen to us and take the advice that we give them, I'm talking about at the initial assessment that we do for them. When we have an initial assessment, most of the clients that listen to us take our advice and implement and execute it exactly how we put the game plan together for them. Most of them see an increase in their income by 30% within 30 days. Almost always. That's actually easy to do. It doesn't matter what your dollar amount is. If you're making $5,000 a month right now, let me just do the math on it. What is 30% of $5,000? So I want you to add 30% to that. Let me add it for you. $5,000 times 30%. That's $1,500. I guarantee you, if whatever the dollar amount is that you're making in your business right now, or just your revenue period, but you have a business, I guarantee you, if my team and I sat down and walked you through our 5-step consulting process that we use to help our clients build a sustainable, consistent, successful business, I guarantee you we can figure out a way to make you 30% more than what you're making right now. Like it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer because a lot of it is just a matter of skill sets and techniques. A lot of it is just about looking at the systems and processes that you either have that are broken or that you don't have. So if you don't have these systems and processes, if you don't have this type of infrastructure, then it's already broken. But once we put it together and show you how it needs to be, all of a sudden you're going to start seeing the money when it comes together because the numbers start popping out of the systems and processes. So I want to give you an opportunity to connect with me and my team. We have a Millionaire Mentorship Program. That's what we call it. It's an accelerated consulting and coaching program. So what we've done, as I just mentioned, is we've taken the best of our consulting division, the best of our coaching division, the best of our training and education division, and we brought all three of them together. We've created this one program. It's a 1-year program. We give you our 5-step process to show you how to assess your personal, professional, and financial goals. We show you how to identify with the right business structure, with the right divisions, and maybe you need other operating entities in your ecosystem. In most cases, we show you how to set up your holding company, how to set up your operating entity, how to reposition yourself in that organizational enterprise so that you can be free to continue to grow. We also show you how to develop your products, your services, how to price them, how to introduce them to the market correctly, how to brand yourself in a way that you have one consistent message. We show you how to integrate the right systems like we just talked about. We show you how to integrate a sales system in a sales process. We actually give you a script and show you how to role play it on a day-to-day basis so that when you do bring in partners and team members, it can be an easy evolution for them as well. We show you our sales systems and processes, our marketing systems and processes, our financial systems and processes, and our operational systems. One of the reasons why we show you at least those first 4, because we know if you can just get the basics of those 4 integrated into your business is going to take off. You're going to at least make 6 figures. Easy. Like this stuff is easy. It's easy now that I say it because I understand it and I know it and I live it. But there was a time, of course, that I didn't know this and I was like, man, if I could just make $100,000 a year, man, I'll be like, woo, man, I probably spend $100,000 a year just on my own coaching and training and consulting. But I figured it out, right? And then we also help you execute a game plan. So we're going to look at the whole trajectory of the next year while we work with you. And we're going to make sure that we understand exactly what you want to incorporate and implement and execute and achieve. We're going to reverse engineer it, come back to now, conduct this consulting process for you. We're going to put that game plan together. And guess what? We're going to walk you through this step by step for the rest of the year. And throughout this year, guess what we give you access to? We give you access to one-on-one coaching sessions. We give you access to weekly coaching calls. We host a weekly coaching call, virtual, every Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. We give you access to our quarterly masterminds and workshops. So we start you out with this consulting session to assess your situation, to put your game plan together. But then we drop you into this program for a year so that every week you have a coaching call. Every quarter you have a mastermind and a workshop. We give you 1 year access to our online training program. It's called the Millionaire Blueprint. So you're going to educate yourself and learn and train. We give you directions on what courses are complementary to the game plan we put together for you. So it's a very thorough program. Like, there is no way when you join a program like this and it's this thorough that you cannot get to where you want to go. So if you want access to this program, or if you would like to speak to me and my team about it because you may have a couple other questions, maybe your specific industry, you want to be sure that it works for you, all you have to do is text me today. Text me the word millionaire. And please don't text this number if you ain't serious and ain't ready to rock and roll. That's what my goal is. That's what my objective is. That's what my assignment is to create as many blueprint millionaires as I possibly can. So you can text the word millionaire right now to 404-478-7213. So if you appreciate the work that we do just on the live show, if you value the information we provide just on this live show, imagine all of the services that we provide for our clients and our students who are actually paid clients in our programs. It's absolutely life-changing. I was just telling my mentees and clients on our coaching call Monday night, I was just telling them that I've had people to tell me that just on YouTube alone, I have a university. I've had people tell me, I don't even need to buy your products because all I have to do is watch your YouTube videos. Well, I appreciate that. And that says a lot about what I'm willing to give away to my community for free. But I also know that there's content. I have hundreds and hundreds of videos on entrepreneurship, business ownership, holding companies, family wealth building, trusts, wills, financial literacy, creative cash flow strategies, goal setting, economics, real estate investing. I've got hundreds and hundreds of training programs and courses and lessons and videos and documents and forms on our online platform. And almost 90%, if not more, of that content is exclusive to that platform. You can't even find that content on YouTube. And I've got probably 12 or 1,300 videos on YouTube. That's how much information that I give and share with my people. So text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. I would love to have an opportunity to speak with you. If we can answer any questions that you may have about your business, you just want to be clear and be sure that what we are providing and what we are doing can work for you, be more than happy to do so. And guess what? You can go to RamonPreston.com. That's RamonPreston.com. You can find all the information that we have right there on our website. Let me see if I can pull it up for you since I got your attention. You could go to RamonPreston.com. I'm going to pull it up for you and show you. I like to make it real easy for my people. So you go to RamonPreston.com and please put in the comments your biggest takeaway. Maybe you got one or two big takeaways. Please put it in the comments. Let me hear what your biggest takeaway was today. I would love to get your feedback on it and would love to know what stood out the most to you. Wow, is it going to pull up? I guess the, well, no, that's a web search. I'm looking for, there we go, RamonPreston.com. Bada bing, bada boom. So you could go to RamonPreston.com. You could go to my website, and if you go from your mobile device, this is simulating our mobile device, but if you go from your mobile device, you will be able to go to the menu, and everything that we do, you will see right there. Coaching, consulting, training. We have a licensee program. We have a coaching and consulting certification program. We have a program called Millionaire Blueprint Groups for churches and nonprofits. We have a real estate investment company. We have a legal department that will file and form your holding company or your operating company LLC paperwork. We have an upcoming event next month in April. It's going to be an event we're hosting here. It's a mastermind workshop. This is actually a free event for our clients. So if you are in our Millionaire Mentorship program or our coaching program, this is one of the free VIP accesses that you have. We give you 4 of those every year per quarter. This is going to be a mastermind and workshop on the power of QuickBooks, accounting, tax strategies, and financial literacy. So all of the information, all of the prices, everything that we offer and everything that we have and everything that we do and how much everything costs is right there on my website. I have nothing to hide. It is what it is. Either we're going to do business together or we're not. So I love all of you. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching the Ramon Preston Show. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, right here.